Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audarya Madhurya Gunai Chayuktam Varam Varenyam Purushamantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namah Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromani Sri Krishna Pada Uday Kaviti Chaitanya Leela Sara Saram Narayanam Tam Sratam Tapade Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of obeisances to Lotus feet of Gurudev. Anuga Guru Varga Nama Mr. Santana Dandavat Pranam. All the present, past, future Vaishnava Tavat Dandavat Pranam. Vansha Kalpataru Vyasya Krupa Sindhu Vyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Today is Saturday, October 17th, right? So tomorrow is Sunday, new moon day. In Amavasya, they call it in very amazing day tomorrow. Disappearance day of Radhadhar Pandit Swami. And then also Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And then 19th is cleansing of Gundicha temple. 20th is the Jagannath Rath Yatra. And also disappearance day of Sarup Damodar Goswami and Srila Shivananda same. And 28th is Lord Jagannath comes back, return. And 29th is Shayan Ekadasi. Shayan Ekadasi. So that is the beginning of Chaturmasya. Guru Purnima is 3rd July. So time goes very fast. Now, last time we talked much about Radhadhar Pandit. And Jagannath Rath Yatra, you'll be amazed to see the names and what is it, Jagannath temple, Ratha, just a description. Rath Yatra. So, you'll be amazed. Now, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, right? So, Jagannath's chariot is named as Nandi Ghosh. Nandi Ghosh. On his chariot, on the top part of chariot, right? There will be like a flag. Shikhar, Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra and Garud is there. So that's why this is also called Chakra Dwaja. Chakra Dwaja. Sudarshan Chakra and Garuda is there. Or Garuda Dwaja. Rata. Then Baladev Rata on the top is the Tala Chinna. It's some kind of tree, Tala, bear some sweet fruits, tala. That. Then now the height is 23. Jagannath's Nandi is like this, and then 22 is Balaram, one less. Subhadra is called Padma Dvaja Ratha. That is 21. So 23, 22, 21. Then Lord Jagannath's Ratha, chariot is golden color. Balaram, blue. Subhadra, Krishna Varna, black. Then the protector of Jagannath Ratha chariot is Narsingadev. Okay. The Sarathi, the driver, right? Charioteer. See, for Arjuna's chariot, Krishna was the charioteer, right? One who driving, charioteer. Then the chariot, and then the one who is sitting. So, protector is Narasimhadev. The one who is driving Lord Jagannath's chariot is Matali. Then 4 horses is there. They are taking him. Their name is Rechika, Mochika, Sukshma, Amruta. Amruta. Sukshma, very subtle. All their color is white. Then Baladev's Ratha is protector who? Shesha avatar. Shesha, Nagashesha, right? Shesha. So, wooded Nag, the snake. Sarathi, the one who is driving, Suzamna. And the 4 horses' name is Stira, Dhruti, Sthiti, Agu, Siddha. If you understand Sanskrit, you will appreciate, Stira meaning very stable. Dhruti, also very strong. Sthiti, present. Siddha, one who obtained perfection. Siddha. Their color is all black. Subhadra's Ratha Rakshak is Vanadurga. Vanadurga. You heard Durga, right? Durga Devi, right? Kali, Durga, Parvati. She is a Vana, forest Durga. And the Sarathi, the driver is Arjuna. Subhadra's. And the horse's name is the 4 Adharma, meaning irreligion. Ajnana, meaning ignorance, darkness of ignorance. Aparajita, never defeated. And Jyotini, the light. It's amazing. In other words, Subhadra, she is the Yogamaya, right? She is the Yogamaya. The arsa she is using is called Adharma. She engages, in other words, Adharma and darkness of ignorance driving her, And also other 2 is Aparajita, can never be defeated, and the light. In other words, Adharma and Dharma, she is using both. And then Ajnana, in a sense. So together. This is amazing, the 4 horses. Then Parsha Devata. Meaning in Lord Jagannath's, there are other devatas, accompanying him. In south, is Varaha, boar, incarnation of boar. Govardhan Krishna, Gopi Krishna. In backside, Narsimha, Rama, Narayana. On the left, Trivikrama, Hanuman. Then Rudra. All the incarnations are there around him. And the Balrams, the surrounding him. In the south is Ganesh, Kartikeya, then Sarvamangala. Backside, Pralamba, Pralambajna, Alayuda, Mrityunjaya. Then on the left, Natambara, Maheshwara, Sheshadeva. See, and then Subhadras, other deities. Chandi, Chamunda, Ugratara, behind Vanadurga, Chulidurga, Varahi, Shamakali, Mangala, Agu Vimala. See, these are all Vimala Devi, So it's amazing how they're, surrounding Subhadra. Then, other than that, in Jagannath chariot, the entry, Dwaradesha, entry, will be there Indra, Brahma, so many rishis, Maharshis, sages. Then all these Saptarshis, 7 sages. Baladev, in the entry of the chariot, Rudra, Satyaki, Rishi, great sages. Ashtavasu, Subhadra Rata, entry, God. Devi Tata Bhudevi, Agu Rishi Pata. So, this is amazing, so many things, detail they describe. Now, we have heard many stories of Jagannath anyway, but tomorrow, and then we described about the Gundicha temple march and cleansing, okay? Actually, that is most important, we keep telling and we told. So we should try to clean our heart all the time. Now, Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, see, there is, no matter how much you describe His glory is unending, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That's why it's called Namo Bhakti, Sachidananda, Gaura Shakti Swarupa, Upangava, Gaura Shakti. So, he is actually manifestation of Gaura Shakti, that is Gadadhar, that is Radharani. So, otherwise, and then Rupanugavara, foremost follower of Rupanuga, is not different from Gaura Shakti. That's why he was able, so powerful. He established whatever we are following today, from Mangalarati, composed by, even taking prasadam mantra by him. Noon prayers, Gaura Arti, all are composed by him. And he gave all the understandings of scriptures in his bhajans. That's why in our tradition, in our temple, in Gaudiya Math, our Guru Parampara always stresses these bhajans, because it is essence of all Shastra is there. So, we are ever indebted to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So, so there is so much. So we should know a little bit about, like his books, amazing. See, he appeared in 1823, something like that. Now 1823, 1923, 2023. Almost many years. It will be interesting. 2023. Is up in there. So he appeared in 1838. I'm sorry. 1838. So 1938, 2038, 38. So 28, so 15 years less. So almost 15 years less. So 185 years, something like that. 185 years. So at that time, no electricity, no computers and all that. Editing, writing, printing, you can imagine. To change any mistake, okay. Proofreading is always there, setting by somebody. You have to change one at a time. Letters assembling like this. Nowadays you use computer, but those days, still, we compose hundreds of books. So that alone, see, we remember. See, when you try to write a book, you see so much trouble. Imagine his writing, and it blows your mind away. Very early, and then magazines used to publish. Sajjana Toshani, Kalyana Kalpataru, then Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Shikshashtaka, Manas Shiksha, Dashopanishad Churnika, Bhavali, Prem Pradeep, Vishnu Sahasranam, Krishna Vijaya, Chaitanya Upanishad, Vaishnava Siddhanta Mala, Amnaya Sutra, Navadip Dham Mahatmya. See, Navadip Dham Mahatmya, amazing how he manifested that going around Navadip Dham. We went through this when we were taking tour of Navadip Parikrama. that Bhaktivinoda Thakur's contribution, and he made it manifest. Harinam, Sri Harinam, Sri Nama Tattva, Sri Nama Mahima, Sri Nama Prachara, Sri Mahaprabhu Siksha, Tattva Viveka, Sharanagati, Shoka Shatana, Jaiva Dharma, Sri Jaiva Dharma, 1893 he published. 1893. Imagine. Essence of all Shastras. Tattva Sutra, Ishopanishad, Ramanuja Upadesh, Artha Panchaka, Brahma Samhita Anuvad, Krishna Karnamrita, Upadeshamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Madhya Bhasha. Sri Sanatan Goswami Prabhu ki ka Bhagavad Dhamamritam. Sanatan Goswami Prabhu ka Bhakti Siddhanta Amritam. Sri Navdeep Bhava Tarangini, Harinama Chintavani. Sri Bhagavat Artha Marichimala, Sankalpa Druma, Padma Purana, Bhajan Rahasya, Bhajana Rahasya, Sri Krishna Sankita, Amita, Prema Vivarta. It's amazing. And then that's why he's compared to like Bhagirath. Bhagirath is the one who brought Ganga. It was at that time heavenly planets, right? It was not flowing in this world. So you can imagine how much effort it took Bhagirath. He prayed to so much tapasya. He pleased Lord Shiva to hold it. So same way, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is credited with bringing down the Ganga of Bhakti, flowing. After Goswamis, there was a dark period, everything was lost. There were so many apasiddhantas. Hardly find any Gaudiya Vaishnava, hardly. They were all, nobody used to respect them because they were delineated to when people die like that, carrying their dead body to the burning place or burial place. Some kirtan like that. Okay, come and do kirtan. But what is the depth of bhakti? What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. Nobody knew. It was all God. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so Gaura Shakti, see Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent personally, empowered him, and then brought back the glories again. So ever indebted. No matter how much we glorify, drop in a ocean, not even a drop. We feel so. Even to mention what the books he has written, we feel incompetent. Forget about studying that and then understanding different thing. But and his lifestyle is also, used to get up like around 9. We generally don't even go to bed by 9. Okay, 2 hours, 2.5 hours rest. Gets up at 9. Then he's chanting, relax. Then composing. It was Nam, Nam. Actually manifestation of holy Nam. He gave so much importance to chanting. So we briefly go in his life. Um, so from a material consideration, September 2, 1838, Veeranagar, in Nadia district, family of landlords, name was Kedarnath Datta. And Kedarnath Datta fell. So Vivekananda, you probably have heard Vivekananda, famous. He also appeared in the same dynasty. But Vivekananda was Mayavadi. Ramakrishna Mission. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's father was Ananda Chandra Datta and his mother was Jagat Mohini Devi. His father left when he was only 11 years old. Now he has a great family ancestors, very famous, very powerful, very famous. The Govindapura was named after his ancestors. Govinda Datta, which is now the part of Calcutta city, became Calcutta city. Then he also built like steps in a mountain. Near Gaya, Preta Gaya, Chandranatha mountain, very difficult to climb, but his forefathers built steps. Apparently there is a plaque with his name there. So he was, from the beginning, he was a very curious and then asking fundamental questions. He saw one time a person carving the deity, said, when this one will get life? When will there be life in this deity? Is question. And the person was saying, when I put eyes. Then he was watching. There was no, it did not happen. Then he said, no. When Brahmana does prana pratishtha, he comes. Then also on the ceremony, he said, I didn't see. Then they admitted, he had no faith, and simply performed the prana pratishtha out of custom. This is the problem. It is non-different from Archa Vigraha, non-different from. But generally, general public, they go through this without faith. Like when I was in US, also same problem. You see the Indian temples. There are so many temples. We have idols. This idol. Wait a minute. We are not idol worshippers, but they keep on telling Archa Vigraha. Why don't you say Archa Vigraha? Don't worry about translation. No, idol worship. So somebody, Britishers or somebody said, are all idol worshippers. So they stuck with that. Why? I don't understand. So Archa Vigraha, Lord appears in the form of deity, okay, by the pagan call of a pure devotee. Pure devotee from his heart manifest. You know. So like that. Then he was doing very well in his university. Also, he studied in Delhi, Calcutta University. His classmates were famous. Satyendranath Tagore, the brother of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, some of you might have heard. They probably gave him Nobel literary Nobel Prize or something like that. So his brother. But they were followers of Brahma Samaj, impersonalism. So he was nothing to do with that. Even though he defeated them, they were still following that. And used to stay. The thing is, wherever he stayed, whether he's this is what we have to learn. Because sometimes our associate this and that, non-devotees, atheists. Now, what should we do? So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in his version, he never mixed with them. Vaishnava Charita, he says, Bhaktivinoda, Vaishnava Charita Sarvada Pavitra. Vaishnava Charitra Sarvada Pavitra. Je Ninde Imsa Kori. Bhakti Vinod na sambhashe tare. Take sada mauna dori. The character of the Vaishnava is always pure and holy. Bhaktivinoda Thakur promises that he will never speak to one who criticizes such a Vaishnava out of envy, but will remain silent whenever in his company. So, remains silent, not engaging in such a this and this. Oh Lord, elevate them, like. So, very gentle. Now he was very intelligent and fluent in English. Seeing this, Britishers, they were impressed and they put him in charge of the many big posts. In Orissa, one time there was a yogi. Yogi means like a Hatha yogi, like that. Beard and this and that, and they have some siddhis, mundane siddhis, okay, not transcendental, not bhakti, mundane siddhi, like we talked about, like this, like that. So his name was Bishaki Sen. by his mystic power, he would cure some terminal, diseases, including leprosy and all that. That's why people were very, lot of reverence among general public. But the problem is, because he is not bhakti, he announced one day, See, this is the problem with the mundane yoga, false ego. Remember we're talking. Bhakti is not there, false ego. So he announced that on 13th day of the month of Chaitra, he would assume 400 form. Vishnu, he will assume. See, and kill all the natures. And then on Purnima, he said he will do Rasalila, gathering all the girls and women. See, this is what. The thinking that he is Vishnu. Huh? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur could not tolerate this. If someone declares himself for Jagannath, how? Jagannath, where is this ordinary person? So, the government was fearful of him, this kind of yogi. Huh? So they requested Bhaktivinoda Thakur to deal with it. So he went to see situation. He saw that he was a Mayavad. Huh? He's challenging. He says he's Krishna, he's Jagannath. Like, he could not tolerate that. So he said, you will arrest him. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very you have to give up this. So he would not agree. So he said, I'll arrest. Because he's going to do something nonsense, right? Raslila and all that, disgrace. So he arrested him. But he warned Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he will have a dire consequences. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur was not disturbed. Anybody else would have disturbed, because he was showing fire coming from his head, this, that, yogi, siddhi. But he arrested, and he tried to make so many things. Bhaktivinoda Thakur became sick. His son also became sick. But it passed through. Then this yogi left after 21 days, something like that, in the prison. 21 days. He was there even without water, and then he left his body. So, in Jaipur also, one person claimed he the incarnation of Brahma, then incarnation of Baladev, somebody else. So he defeated them, all of them. He tamed them. So then he went to pilgrimages, so many places, along with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, small boy. Vrindavan, Kurukshetra, and all. Then while in Vrindavan, see, today we go to Vrindavan, but see, we don't appreciate what Bhaktivinoda Thakur did. So at that time, there was a local gang, professional dacoits, giving disturbance, kanjars. by great effort, he stopped their atrocities. You know, so he made it peaceful. It's like Krishna, Kalyanaga, very poisonous. Bah. You know, when Kalyanaga was there in that Yamuna Daha, meaning it was not in the Yamuna river, but little away from Yamuna, little lake kind of thing. Because the poison is the water is vapors is to come out. Any bird flying there, it will fall dead. Imagine. Bah, so much poison. How anybody will go finished. You know? So Krishna easily removed that. He tamed and he made Kalyanaga as a devotee. Huh? And then himself danced on woods. And then, the pastime, Kalyanaga. So, but anyway, it drove him away from Vrindavan. Don't stay here, okay? So, like that, he made it very sweet. Huh? So, same way, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also cleansed Vrindavan of these professional dacoits. Huh? One time, 13 Apasiddhanta, Apa Sampradayas, you know, like mushroom. Aula, Baula, Kartabaja, Neda, Daravesha, Sani, Sahajiya, Saki Baki. Some of them he might have heard. Saki Baki, Sahajiya, Smarta, Jati Goshani, Ativadi, Sudadari, Gauranga Nagari. Gauranga Nagari. Very strange. So, छोटा का है ये तारे संग नहीं कोरी. There's one Vaishnava, Tota, saying, one should avoid associating with the 13 different classes of imitation devotees, known as imitation devotees. They are imitating pure Vaishnava. So, there was a pure Vaishnava, Totaram Babaji in Navadvip. He started teaching, and all the schools of the local caste Goswamis began to lose business, because he was preaching pure. He was telling what is truth. So then other people started losing business. All their pupils left them and took shelter of this Totaram Babaji. So then Totaram Babaji filed a case against these Sahajiya Sampradayas, accusing that they indulge in sinful activities. They say they are sadhus. They are imitating sadhus, but they are engaging in all kinds of illicit activities. How can you say? At that time, many went to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You please advise this Vaishnava, Totaram, not to take us into the court. We are Vaishnavas and he is also Vaishnava. So what is the benefit of fighting amongst ourselves? At that time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur told them, Babaji Maharaj is so merciful that even by filing a court case against you, he is making you, he only making auspiciousness, bringing auspiciousness to you, so that you leave the wrong ways and conception. This is how we advise. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur was made the superintendent of Jagannath temple. Superintendent. Superintendent. English word is in charge. So, like Ramanujacharya also, he brought so many changes for the betterment of the service of the Lord. So, same way Bhaktivinoda Thakur brings a organized service to the Jagannath. What kind of service, what is their role, each one, well defined. Before that, you do in your own way, this and that, So many priests were, against it, but later on they accepted, So, orderly service. He arranged that way. What kind of service one is has to do, when the particular seva would be, what time. Otherwise, if it is not described, then you do in your own time. See, that's not proper. And how it should be performed. All these things he defined. It's so amazing. Not everybody can do this. So, order, everything was put in order. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, say we saw, indication of how much scriptures he brought out. So before that, he studied so many shastras, deep study. Baladev Vidyabhushan's, Govinda Bhashya, then his commentary, his own commentary, Baladev Vidyabhushan. Vedanta, Siddhanta Ratna and Prameya Ratnavali, as well as Shashtandarbha of Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, he is setting an example, Bhaktivinoda, that, if you want to progress in bhakti, we have to do the same thing. We have to study these scriptures and imbibe their teachings, which are imbued with pure devotion. Especially those who do not know the ultimate good. What is ultimate good? So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned in his preaching, 5 most potent form of devotion. Pancha Anga, I said, bhakti. Pancha Anga Bhakti. 5 limbs of bhakti. You have heard it. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan. Bhagavad Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Sri Murti Shraddhaya Sevan. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Madhya. Sadhu Sangha. One should associate with devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord in the association. Hear Srimad Bhagavatam from them, reside in Mathura along with them under their direction, and worship the deity with faith and veneration under their direction. See, it's all under Anugatya, not whimsically our own. So, among these, Jiva Goswami declared, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam at the topmost. So, that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave importance of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Study and discussion. In Jagannath Vallabha Garden, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had formed a Vaishnava association. So in these things, Bhagavatam, then we get inspired to do Nama. So at the end, what happens? Nama Chintaman Krishna. No. At the end of Bhagavatam, it says, chant Seva, all these things. So Bhagavatam itself is Krishna. So now he formed Vaishnava association and Bhagavata Sanghya. And in Jagannath Puri, there is Mukti Mantapa even today. But the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one time I have to take it to call. Hare Krishna? ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾ 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 ಹೌದಾ? ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಆಯ್ತು. ನೀವು ಹೊರಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ನೀವು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ. ಅದು 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 ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೊಂದು ಇದು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಕೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ. ನೀವು ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾಳೆ ತಂದು. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಕೂತಿರೋ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ರಿ. ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಧೂಳು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಸೊ in the Mukti Mandapa, you are talking, right? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Garda Stamba is there. So there he made it as Bhakti Mandapa. There he used to give discourse on Bhagavatam. Many people used to come there. So just as Sriman Mahaprabhu, see, Mahaprabhu used to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the Radha Pandit Goswami, Radha herself, but Tota Gopinath. Now Tota Gopinath is Tota meaning a place, like a garden, like a garden, Yameshwar garden. See, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Sachimata has observed, like you were telling, Radha Pandit, somehow as an influence, very cooling, very on the Sachimandan. So you should accompany him all the time. You should be with him all the time. This is Mother Sachimata's desire, so much love and affection. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri after taking sannyas, so Gadadhar Pandit also followed him. And then he took a vow that he will be Kshetra sannyas, he will never leave Jagannath Puri. So accompanying. And so he was staying in a Yameshwar garden. There one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu digging and then found this Gopinath. And because it was from the Tota, in Orissa, Tota meaning garden. Tota Gopinath. Tota Gopinath. The name. So, and he gave it to Gadadhar Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm going to give you something. Are you going to accept it? Then Gadadhar Pandit, you think whatever you are going to give, I'm not. Is there anything that I'm going to, disrespect or reject that you offer me. So lovingly accepted and doing service to Chota Gopinath. It is so amazing when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the lotus mouth of ಇವನ್ ಬಂದ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅದೇ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಆ 3 ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 2 3 ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದೆ. ಸೊ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು relish Bhagavatam from, he heard 100 times, 108 times, Prahlad Charita, still he was not satisfied. More and more, so much. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared, he saw Gadadhar Pandit. One day, Mahaprabhu walked in, have darshan of Chota Gopinath, and he disappeared. He did not come out. He saw, disappeared into the deity. And the deity actually little, place on his knees. So he disappeared. Then he broke down, was crying. And when he opens Bhagavatam, only tears used to come and he used to wet the whole Bhagavatam. Could not read. To whom he is going to read? It's like same feeling that gopis felt when Krishna left Mathura. They were weeping. Like our Gurudev says, Radharani and all other. See, before we had 2 Sakhis, our heart was there. Krishna took it away. We don't have our own heart here. And there were 2 Sakhis. What do? Sleep and unconsciousness. We used to feel unconsciousness. And then sleepy. So they used to serve us to forget the Krishna's separation. Now they are also gone. Krishna stole them also. Now what to do? Crying. So, unthinkable separation, like that. Gadadhar Pandit also felt. He would have left immediately, but his order was there. No, he should stay back till Srinivas comes. You have to bless him. So, but he is not taking anything. Now he has no strength even to put a garland on the deity. He cannot even get up. See? So that time what Krishna, the deity did, he is amazing. If you go to that deity, looks standing, but he is not standing. He is sitting in like a little Padmasana, like this. He's sitting, but appears like he's standing. So that Gadadhar Pandit can easily dress him, put garland on him. Amazing. If you request Pujari, he will show you he is actually sitting. Amazing. But he appears tall, He's anybody says with the dress on, the deity looks standing. But actually he's sitting. He's really perplexed. Suppose you measure the height, means I will tell you, that's why you cannot imagine. Uh, I have no words to describe. Amazing, you know, uh, the feeling you get when you're darshan. So, so, so one time, one person criticized Bhaktivinoda Thakur about his. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he Bhagavatam like that. Oh, this way, this way, this. Then he got inflicted by a disease. Then, when he was crying, 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 then Jagannath came in the dream. He said, "You go and ask forgiveness from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Only then you will get relief." Huh? Like that. So, and in Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was superintendent, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was appeared. He born. He was praying, especially the Shakti of Jagannath. Please send me a helping hand. How I can do this? There's so much service. So Vimala Prasad. That's why his early name was Vimala Prasad. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Vimala. Mercy of Vimala Devi. Jagannath Shakti. So he was appeared in Jagannath Puri. Now it is Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So we know when he was a small boy, baby, Jagannath Rath Yatra came there and stayed for 3 days there. He would not move. And all the 3 days, Bhaktivinoda Thakur arranged, kirtan, very powerful kirtan. And when mother, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's mother, brought the baby at the lotus feet of Jagannath, a garland fell from Jagannath. And then the prasad of Jagannath was given as the first morsel of that baby ate, like kheer, sweet rice offered to Jagannath, was fed. Usually babies are given in a silver spoon or a golden spoon. First, when they feed baby the grains, this prasad. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is to travel with him all the time, with Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He would discuss Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in a place called Talta Bagan. That time, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, a small boy, used to carry the book on his head. In that assembly, many great kirtaniyas would sing. It's amazing, very bhajans, Mridanga, Karta, so many groups. So one time in that kirtan, they were singing called Bhuvana Mohini Radha. Bhuvana Mohini Radha. Hearing this, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, small boy, he took an objection, he told to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Prabhu, this kirtan is opposed to our Siddhanta, conclusive truth. How can it be said, Bhuvana Mohini Radha? It should be Bhuvana Mohana Krishna. Bhuvana Mohana Krishna. Tahara Mohini Radha. See, Bhuvana Mohana Krishna, Tahara Mohini Radha. What Bhaktivedanta Saraswati is saying? See, the whole world, one who enchant the whole world is Krishna. And one who enchants Sri Krishna is Srimati Radharani. See, see, Krishna is enchanting the whole world. Krishna. And who is enchanting Krishna is Radharani. It should be like that. It is not that Radharani is enchanting the whole world. You know. See, that is not our conclusive truth. But it's so sharp, so, you know, it takes such a fine, you know, understanding. Huh? So, that is proved that how he was fixed in Siddhanta from beginning. So when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur would go to meet Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati also would accompany him. Now, this is amazing. Then Jagannath Das Babaji is telling, you are a judge, right? Bhaktivinoda Thakur was acted like a judge. Babaji is spelling, I have committed so many offenses. I have engaged some of my followers who had come to do Hari Bhajan in maintaining the garden of the Lord. So you should punish me. He's saying that. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, no. What he did is right. Just as they are maintaining the garden of the Lord here, they will also have to maintain the garden of the Lord in Golok Vrindavan. Now, what does it mean? Can anybody understand? So, that means the servant will only serve Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti. Rishikena, by the senses, we have to engage the sense, by the master of the senses. See, it takes this body there. I'm not this body, but I can use this body in the service of Krishna, not in the service of myself. Engage, sense gratification. Understand? So, like that. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was telling them, you go to Jagannath Puri, you sustain yourself by doing Madhukari, begging alms, and always remember the precept of Chota Gopi, Chota Haridas. See, there is a pastime, Haridas Thakur. There are two Haridas Thakurs, right? One is Chota, and another is our Namacharya, Haridas Thakur. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught something through Chota Haridas. You have to be very careful. So, one of the servants followed Bhaktivinoda Thakur and he became progressive in bhakti. The other one, he accepted one female consort as his servant and then and he's gone. So, like that. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur is to speak Bhagavatam in Godrumadipa, see, Godrumadipa, why he chose Godrumadipa? Because it's Kirtan. Ravana Kirtana. Ravana Kirtana. Kirtana, that Godrumadipa. So, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji also used to come and hear. Babaji Maharaj wouldn't speak or associate with anyone, but he would come to Godrumadipa to hear Bhagavatam. So it was at that time Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur met. First took darshan of Gaurkishore Das Babaji. And then sometimes Vamsi Das Babaji, same great same, used to come there also. So now Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given Harinam and then chanting beads for Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, as well as Narsimha mantra, which he would worship Narsimha Deva. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur knew that he has to do so much, so many difficulties will come, disturbances, and he will, Narsimha Deva will protect him. So in the beginning itself. So then, on the order of Bhakti, Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur accepted Diksha from the Gaurkishore Das Babaji. Now, of course, Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj tested him. We know that, right? But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati did not leave. He said, I will fast to death if you don't give Diksha to me. He was postponed, then finally he gave. The only one. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to take. One time it took him to Maharaja of Tripura, because he was very keen on hearing Srimad Bhagavat from the Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, then at that time the king, he's a Vaishnava king, Tripura. So he had a big library. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a small boy accompanied. He said, he noted that he has a very good library. Then later on, he went to teach the son of the king. That time he read the entire, all the scriptures, Vaishnava scriptures in that library. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the Bhagirata, like you were telling, of the Kali Yuga. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur manifested the current of pure bhakti in this world. So, who are aspiring for pure devotion are indebted to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Jai, Jai, Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai, Jai. So much. Then is an amazing thing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur visited heavenly planet one time. Okay, how it happened? So, once while on a duty, he was at Amala Joda station, railway station. Bhaktivinoda Thakur fell unconscious on a platform bench, unconscious. Then the station master and all other people, other present, recognized him to be a prominent government officer and asked if they can arrange for a doctor or some service like that. However, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, small boy, he was there with him. He perceived the fact. He knew Bhaktivinoda Thakur has gone to, he's traveling in this, went to the, for some service, heavenly planet. So he said, no need, you don't worry about it, he'll be all right. After some time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came back to external consciousness. So, Hare Krishna. ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಾ? ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿರಿ, ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿರಿ. So, So what happened was, this is amazing pastime, okay? Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, quotes this, very detailed. See, what happened was, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur went there, see, in the heavenly planet, Yamaraj, Narad Muni, Brahma, they are all discussing Bhagavad Gita. Because there is it's really amazing. The Bhagavad Gita, it says one sloka, chapter 10, 9, chapter 9. Api cheta sudacharo bhajate mam ananyabha sadhureva mantavya samyak vyavastito hi saha. Api cheta sudacharo, meaning the generally accepted meaning is, even if one commits the most abominable action, unknowingly, if he is an ananya bhakt devotee, he is totally dedicated to Krishna, something happens, it should not have been done. Then what does Krishna says? He should be considered as saintly, because his endeavors are completely on my behalf and his determination is fixed. He has not lost his faith in me. So he'll be soon corrected and he will fix. So he should be considered as, he should be considered as Mahatma, my devotee. So whatever he's doing is 10% right. But the next passage it says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Very soon he will be a man of righteousness. He will become dharmatma, dutiful. So it says, see, in the first sloka it says, it should be considered as. Then very quickly it becomes dharmatma. Wow, how to reconcile these two? Now, question is, who is already totally dedicated devotee. Then how we can again become a righteous? So Yamaraj, Brahma, and Narada. Imagine they are discussing this point. They could not come to conclusion. What is this? Then they saw Bhaktivinoda Thakur flying here, shouting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama 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 Hare. Then so what happened? Brahma and Narada are discussing. Then one of them is telling Brahma, Narada, oh, here is a pure devotee. He can resolve this. So they brought Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the meeting. They said this is the thing. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur even didn't, he immediately gave the answer. He did not say. He said, how we can adjust? Then he said, you understand? How shall we adjust these points? Krishna has said that this person is an exclusive devotee, that he has renounced all sorts of duties and surrendered to Krishna. And yet, in no time it will be seen that he is very dutiful. How can we understand this? Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained. He quickly becomes righteousness refers not to the exclusive devotee, but to one who considers the exclusive devotee pure in all circumstances. One is pure in all circumstances. One who believes, one who trusts. A pure devotee is pure in all circumstances. That person who believes like that, he becomes pure, he becomes rightly situated. So that was Bhaktivinoda Thakur, amazing. Then they were all happy, and then Bhaktivinoda Thakur came back. See, his service. See, now in other words, he removed the doubt of Narada Muni, Brahma, and Yamaraj. Can you imagine? You know, so through amazing. So this pastime, Now, uh, time is up. Now here, one time, this is amazing. There are so many things we have to do. Anyway, we'll tell something. Uh, see, Krishna, after the war over, like what he's saying is, Kunti Devi is asking Krishna. See, Krishna wants to leave. After war is over, then he's telling, I want to go to Dwarka. Then Krishna, Arjuna, Yudhishthira Maharaj, they all said, all right, farewell. When he went to Kunti to take permissions, he said, Janmaishvarya Shrutastivir Edama Madama Puman Naivartati Avidutam Vaitvam Akinchana Gocharam. Now she's saying, she started crying. Crying. Now Krishna is, there is no enemy of yours. Shall I take leave? Krishna is telling Mother Kunti, there is no enemy now. Can I take leave of you? She started crying. Then she's saying, the enemy is on all four sides. The enemy is on all four sides, even now. But try to understand. What are that? Janmaishwarya Shruta Sribir. Meaning, respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty. These four enemies. If we have this, we cannot approach you. You remember four? What are those four? High birth. I'm such a birth. So much education. Then beauty. So, and then opulence. I'm so wealthy. These four. Biggest enemy. Okay. If we have any of these four, we cannot approach Krishna. So, so Krishna stayed back. Okay, he changed his mind. So then, one day he said, "Let us go and see Bhishma, who was lying on the Bhagav." Then Yudhishthira Maharaj went there. He started crying. I am the cause of your suffering. When we were orphan, when our father left very early, you took care of us like a father. Now we put you in this situation. We are responsible. And he's crying, Vishnu Maharaj. Then you can look at this Bhima, Bhishma, amazing. Because then Krishna took them there, and then you please speak to them. Krishna is telling Bhishma. That Bhishma is telling, oh Lord, you are very personification of Dharma. You are present. What instruction can I give? I'm just an insignificant personality in comparison to you. that is okay, but Bhishma, no, Yudhishthira Maharaj feels that he is responsible for your suffering. He will only listen to you. See? Then Bhishma started telling, "Oh Yudhishthira Maharaj, your belief that you are the cause behind my pain is wrong. No one has any independence to cause anyone pain or happiness." Here what is Bhishma is telling? No one has any independence to cause anyone pain or happiness. One's own activities become the cause of happiness or distress. Like that. You know. Then he asked Arjuna, okay, look at this. Oh, Arjuna. Say, Arjuna is the one who, cause of is coming on the arrows. So many arrows who brought Arjuna. But Bhishma is telling, you can give Sri Krishna to me at the end of my life. Please give Sri Krishna to me. See, Arjuna is the Saka of Krishna. Understand? Even though Krishna is there, but he's still praying to Arjuna. Imagine, amazing. You, please, you give me Krishna to me. So, so he gave instruction to Yudhishthira Maharaj, asked, begged mercy from Arjuna. So, now, so why he's telling this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur start this in his bhajan. This incident, see in the bhajan, Vaishnava. Oh hey, Vaishnava Thakur. At the end, what does it say? Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. Ami to kangala, Krishna Krishna boli, daitava pache pache. Okay? This sloka refers to that pastime. Understand? Bhishma asking Arjuna to give Krishna. He can. So that's what it is. Because Krishna is yours. He can give Krishna. Only you have Shakti to give Krishna. I am only the beggar going. Krishna, helpless, saying Krishna, Krishna behind you. He can give Krishna. This is the thing. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur presented all the scriptural conclusions in a very simple and straight forward manner. So in other words, and also is telling Sharanagati, who will hear the prayers, whose prayer Krishna will hear. Okay? One who is surrendered. Dainya Atma Nivedana Goptutve Varana Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishwasa Palana Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Svikara Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Vajana Angikara. These 6 qualities of Sharanagati. Shadanga Sharanagati Haibe Jahara Tahara Prarthana Sune Sri Nanda Kumara. So in order to bestow the extremely rare treasure of Prema Bhakti, Mahaprabhu taught Sharanagati, which is the life and soul of the devotees. Humility, submission of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one's only maintainer, faith in Krishna's protection, acceptance of acts favorable for bhakti, and rejection of that which is unfavorable. Whoever embodies each of these 6 facets of Sharanagati, their prayers are by the son of Nanda Maharaj. Some people say, wait a minute, Krishna, why doesn't he hear my prayer? You know, see, this is the thing. The Lord only hears the prayers of those who are surrendered. That is why when Prahalad said, yes, my Lord exists even in the pillar, right? Remember Prahalad's story? Where is your Lord? Huh? Hiranyakashipu. He's everywhere in this pillar too. Yes, he's in the pillar. See. So that's why Lord manifested from that pillar. Because prayer of Prahlad, see. Then Devatas were also there. Lord Narasimha didn't hear their prayers. He heard Prahlad. So, like that. My Lord exists everywhere. So, now our time is up. Now, this one pastime, at the almost very elderly age of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there was a conference somebody arranged. What is that? Who is superior, the Brahmana or Vaishnava? He's already 73 years old. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So he was thinking what to do. It's a great opportunity to serve, to do service to Mahaprabhu. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, if you bless me, I will go on. So all right, he sent him with a Brahman. So he went there, he walked Medinipura, so many, at least 60, 70 kilometers from Calcutta. Okay, Medinipura. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur walked. Imagine walking 70, 80 kilometers. Can we do? You know? So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur walked and he presented himself. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅದು ಬಂದಪ್ಪ ನಾನು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಬಂದ So then he went to there he presented, very amazing. First day he gave, introduced himself, and so when his turn came, he glorified Brahmanas. Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, did everybody agree in this? Yeah, oh, very nice. We have no words to describe. Your presentation is 100%, very pakka. There cannot be any better presentation than it. All right, then you hear more. Then he started glorifying Vaishnavas. Any other objection? Oh, yes, that is not. Then somebody else said, advance. No, what he is telling is all according to Shastra. So everybody has to become quiet. So, like that, amazing, Then, Brahmana and Vaishnava. I think there's a small book out also on that. So, then, Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappeared on the 23rd June 1914. Kamala Manjari. So, and then we didn't get a time to show that he found the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to go to Vrindavan, actually wanted to stay in Radhakund, do his bhajan. He had a place already built. Then he came to take permission from Shiva. He said, are you forgetting your Lord? Then he came back to Navadvip and stayed Godrumadipa. And then in one time he saw the effulgence. Then he inquired, and then that's how he brought Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He found the place. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj dancing up and down, 120, 30 years old. Why you are dancing? Don't you see? Lord is dancing. All his associates are dancing. Yeah. So, he saw and amazing, So he established. And also very nearby, he said, um, Jagannath Das, you dig here. Okay. When they dug, they find the part of broken Brudanga. This is Srivasangan. This is where Kaji broke the, Brudanga. So that establishes, you got the proof. So many, 300 years past, even after that, it found. What a vision. But looks like blind outside, right? If you want to open his eyes, you have to open his eyes like this. So, transcendental vision. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Siddha Bhakti ki jai, Saranagati ki jai, Jaiva Dharma ki jai. So many things. Bhaktivinoda Thakur jai, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. चैतन्य महाप्रभु जन्मभूमि की जाए, नवदीप धाम परिक्रमा की जाए, नवदीप धाम महात्मा की जाए. So much. जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जाए, जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा की जाए. थाय गौर प्रेमानंदी, हरि हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि. क्षमा कर, दया कर, पागल क्षमा कर. हे गौर चंद्र राधिकाय तदाय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. जय नमो नमः. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 Hare. Okay. Hare Krishna. Then of pronounced everyone again and again. Hare Krishna.